Sat Nam. Namaste. Welcome. Barbara Badolati here. I actually just finished the gentle yoga class on Mondays. And so I thought I would just, well, we didn't record it. So I thought I would just give you a little peek and a little snapshot of what we did, and maybe you can go ahead and practice as well. So this one was all about waking up the brain, and we're going to tune in for a moment here, you and I, and then I'm going to give you a couple little things that you can do to wake up the brain, activate the frontal lobe, and which really connects us to our intuition, our higher consciousness, of course, left and right brain. One of the suggestions that I made is that we use a lot of, both of our ears, both of our eyes, we walk with both of our legs and feet and so on, but we usually just have one hand that's the dominant hand. And so I would encourage you, another way to kind of wake up the brain, rewire the brain, keep things activated in that respect, is to use your non-dominant hand. So let's say that you're brushing your teeth, or you're pumping the gas in the car, or you're making dinner, or you're actually eating, or you're pouring a cup of tea or coffee or something. See if you can start to use the opposite hand, that your non-dominant hand that you don't usually think about using. Start to think about using that other hand. So let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall, either seated in a basic seated position, or you can sit in a chair too, and rub the hands together. So even just rubbing the palms and the fingertips together is stimulating the nerve endings, which then connect to all the meridians, those energy channels that affect our body and brain as well. So once they're nice and warm, bring the thumbs into the heart center, into the sternum, lengthen up tall through the spine, pull up through the lower chakras, the rectum, sex organs, and navel. When you close the eyes, perhaps let the eyes roll up towards the ajna center, the third eye. As you set your intention, what do you see yourself being, experiencing, feeling? And take some nice deep breaths, lengthening the spine as you do. And exhaling, perhaps out through the mouth, releasing the jaw. Good. And we're going to tune in with just a simple Om, with the Om sounds, all three of those syllables. And when you do that, allow the mouth to truly accentuate and enunciate those sounds, because again, the nerve endings in the mouth, the tongue, the teeth, the roof of the mouth too, all affect the brain, the pineal and pituitary glands. So breathe in nice and tall, exhale completely, and then we'll inhale to begin. Two more times. See and feel that intention. Know that you're putting the energy out into your future, even if the future is this next moment. Good. And then release the hands down, and perhaps begin some Sufi rolls or Sufi grinds. You can go in one direction. People in class were also maybe moving their shoulders or rolling the neck and head. So just take a few moments. You can even just pause this video, because I'm not going to spend a lot of time having you warm up. So when you feel pretty warmed up, again, if you're pausing, you can go ahead and come onto all fours, or you can actually do this seated as well. And all we're going to do is just warm up the spine with these spinal flexes. But what's going to be a little bit different is you're going to extend the jaw on your inhale, or when you're arcing the spine, and you're going to extend your jaw with your lower teeth like this. It's not very pretty, but that's what you're going to do. And then you're going to curve the spine and make an O with your mouth and exhale it out through the O-shaped mouth. And if you know Sat Nam, which is your true identity, you can go ahead and silently say that to yourself. If you're in a seated position, whether you're on your heels or just in a chair or basic seat, you're going to hold your knees and extend out through the heart, through the chest, extending the jaw and the teeth, and then exhaling, making an O shape. So continue that for a few more minutes. Normally I'd have some music on, so you could always have some music playing on your phone or in your home. And the sunshine, let's honor this beautiful sun that is such a gift. Good. Keep going, warming up the spine, activating, stimulating the brain. This is your physical body moving. A few more times. Really creating a neutral mind. Good. And then bring that to a close, lengthen up the spine. Inhale, extend your arms up, lengthen the spine, kind of squeeze the spine. Good. If you were on your hands and knees, come into a seated position, extend. And then exhale and shake it all out. Shake out your body. Good. And then if you want, you can do also, I'm just going to give you a demonstration because then you can turn off the video and do this yourself. But what we did also is we extended opposite arm and leg and brought it together. So you can do that a few times on each leg if you want to do that. You can extend it as much as you want. If you want to just do the opposite legs, you can always come down to your forearms and do that too. So again, if you want, pause the video and go ahead and practice that yourself a few times. Good. Breathing, lengthening, kind of connecting both hemispheres of the brain. Beautiful. And then I'm going to put on a little bit of music. Or if you want to keep this, you can come on. The class so that you can still practice even though we're maybe not together. Good. So once you've danced and you're breathless and you're warmed up and you're feeling good and you're celebrating the beautiful sunshine, come into a seated position. So it could be a basic seat. Could be sitting on your heels. We're going to do a little bit with the upper body, and we're going to activate with the meridians in the arms and also from the heart center. So this is kind of a little brain teaser as well. Move my blanket here. Okay. So your hands are going to be in a fist. You're going to extend into a 60-degree angle. Again, this has to do with the arc line, the heart, the meridians. Then you're going to bring that hand and arm in and extend the other. Inhale, exhale. Then you're going to bring both up and both down. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You can go whatever pace feels best to you. And close the eyes, or let them just gently close down, just barely looking through the eyelashes, and then let the eyes roll up into the ajna, the third eye center. Relaxing the jaw. Good. And I'm just going to put on a little bit of music and give you a little bit of guidance with this. And again, you can go with the music or you can go at your own pace too. Ready? Nice deep breath. I really extend.
Today must be the most beautiful day I ever lived. Waves are coming in, but I am sitting still.
I have a little bit of
there ain't nothing I want for.
So,
I got everything that I need. Everything.
Trust yourself.
So my conclusion is, it's the most beautiful day that I ever lived. This special morning is the most fabulous morning I've seen. Woke up in the sunshine, made
Stronger than you
myself a
think.
cup of tea. Myself
You're smarter than you think.
Grandpa kissed my forehead.
Radiant, bright,
Grateful for another
capable.
day.
Building this.
Such simple harmony to me. It's the universe's way.
That third eye focus, gaze.
Must be the most beautiful day I ever lived.
More moments.
Waves are coming in, but I am sitting still.
Two more.
There ain't nothing that I want.
Good. Bring both arms up. Lengthen. Flow on the lower three chakras. Rectum, sex organ, navel.
So my
You want
conclusion
for the tongue.
is the most
On the roof of
beautiful
your
day that I
Reach up long. Make mine nice and long.
I'll take a walk.
Nice deep breath.
Feeling all alone.
Good. And then exhale and shake it out. Release. Come into a meditative state. Hands in knee mudra. Finger, thumb over index finger, resting on the legs. Third eye gaze, if you can still do that. Good. And then if there's any other movement, again, maybe just some neck rolls, maybe some stretches. If you want, you could pause the video again and maybe do some of the leg stretches that we've done in other classes before, or again, trust your own intuition, your own body's wisdom to know what feels good and give yourself that opportunity to stretch and move a little bit. Okay, and then when you come back, we're going to do our pranayama, our breath work, which is Nadi Shuddha, alternate nostril breathing. And so you're going to take the index finger and the second finger and rest on the thumbs or the pad of the thumb of the right hand. You can also take those two fingers and rest on the ajna center in between the eyebrows, third eye point. So whichever way you want to do that. Then your ring finger and pinky are going to come together and your thumb is going to block and open the right nostril. Your ring finger with your pinky resting is going to open and block the left nostril. So if your arm gets tired, you can always just rest your elbow, your arm into the other hand and just rest it alongside the body right here. So Go ahead and come into position, whatever hand position feels best for you with the two fingers. Inhale completely, both nostrils. Exhale completely, both nostrils. Good. And now inhale, go ahead and block the left nostril and inhale through the right. And then swap the block, close the right, exhale out through the left nostrils. Inhale through the left. Swap the block, exhale through the right nostril. Inhale right, and see if you can allow the right inhalation, exhale out through the left, to be the same length of time or count as your inhalation. So again, inhale through the left and exhale through the right. That is one round. We're going to do another round. Count this time your inhale through the right nostril. See how far you can go comfortably, and then block that right nostril and exhale with the same count through the left nostril. It's okay if it isn't quite the same. Inhale through the left. See if you can stay with that same length or count. And then you're going to block the left and exhale out through the right. So that is one round that we just did. Continue now with some more rounds of this alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shuddha. And I'll put some music on. And just go at your own rhythm. So you're balancing both hemispheres of the brain. Continue a few more rounds or complete what you've done. That's one side completing and finishing. Just doing your best, knowing that both hemispheres of the brain are stimulated. Good. So we then continued with the iRest guided relaxation, which I won't do, but I'll do, I do every class. So if you come to the next class, you'll, or whenever you come, you'll get to experience that too. So just take a moment to remember your intention. Notice your breathing, your nadis, or the breath, if you will, in the nostrils is always switching. About every 45 minutes, one nostril will be able to breathe a little bit more and the other nostril will not. So you'll notice, if you were to notice which nostril can breathe more easily, in about an hour that switches usually. And again, that's just saying your system is regulating itself, it's calibrating, it's allowing itself to come into balance, because we're always out of balance at some degree. And so this gives us an opportunity to come into balance and help our system to do what it's always achieving, to come into that state of equilibrium. So remembering your intention, and then what is your intention now for the rest of your time here in this day before you move into your evening, the sunset, and your deep sleep. And really feel that from your heart. Like, what is your joy-filled intention? And then we will chant Sat Nam. It's a long Sat Nam. So take a breath in and just honoring your true identity, which is your eternal, blissful, soulful, divine love. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Namaste. Either bring the thumbs up to the forehead or drop the forehead with some little stimulation. Thank your brain. Thank your intuition. Thank your higher self. Thank you so much. Continue to be radiant and share the bliss of you. We'll see you next time. And you can go to barbarabadolati.com if you want to know more about classes or the sleep bundle or anything. I'm here to help you be the most that you can be.